Welcome to One Take Old Movie Reviews. I'm Barbara.
And I'm David.
And tonight's movie is called Borderline. It's an old black and white movie from 1950 with Fred MacMurray and Claire Trevor. You'll remember that Claire Trevor was also in Key Largo that we reviewed several weeks ago. She gave an Oscar-winning performance there, and she was just really cute in this movie too. Did you want to say something?
Oh, I was going to add also Raymond Burr was also in this movie.
Oh yeah, Raymond Burr, and he was a bad guy. Raymond Burr was Perry Mason, and later after that show was discontinued, he was in a television show called Ironsides, and he was good guys in both of those shows, but he seems to be a bad guy quite often in the old movies. So anyway, it's about the police trying to break up a drug smuggling ring, and these drugs are coming from Mexico, and they're trying to figure out where it's all coming from and where it's all going. And Claire Trevor is an undercover cop from Los Angeles, and she goes into Mexico to try to infiltrate the ring of Raymond Burr. I forget what was his name. Yeah, we don't remember. Do you remember? Okay, well...
Pete Ritchie.
That's it, Mr. Ritchie.
Pete Ritchie.
Okay, so anyway, and so then Fred MacMurray breaks in with a guy, with a buddy, and they start roughing up Pete Ritchie's gang member, and Claire Trevor just happens to be in the room at the same time. So they grab her and take her with them. And Fred MacMurray is like some kind of a tough guy who steals the drugs from Raymond Burr's character. Anyway, and then it goes on, and they get Claire Trevor and Fred MacMurray they team up to get these drugs across the border and find out where it all ends and who's all responsible. And
the funny thing is they don't realize until toward the end that they are both
working for the
federal
government.
agents.
Yeah.
They're both working for the government.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's the irony, I guess you'd say, of the movie.
Yeah. Yes. So you have some trivia.
Yes. Let's see. I was going to say Fred MacMurray, who we know, of course, he was the father in My Three Sons. He has acted in more than 100 films during his career. He was in several of the Disney movies, Absent-Minded Professor, The Happiest Millionaire,
That's
and The
one
Shaggy
of our
Dog.
favorite. That's one of my girls and my favorite movies, The Happiest Millionaire. If you haven't ever seen it, you really need to find a way to see it. I don't know if it's out on DVD, or I don't think you can even get it on TV anywhere. But
This was a little funny to see Fred MacMurray playing a role that I guess you would say at the beginning, at least, he was a bad guy, because he roughed up Pete Ritchie in order to take the drugs away from him and stuff. But Fred MacMurray was actually the first person who was honored as a Disney legend in 1987.
wow.
And he died of pneumonia in 1991 at age 83.
Wow.
One little thing I found out about Claire Trevor, which as we noticed, she'd been in Key Largo. The School of Arts at the University of California, Irvine, is named after her.
Cool.
So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And then Raymond Burr, who as we mentioned, he's a kind of an imposing person, well known for his portrayal as attorneys in Perry Mason and Ironside. He was actually, his best known role was in another movie that we have reviewed, and that was as a suspected murderer in Rear Window, that Alfred Hitchcock movie
Yeah.
that starred James Stewart.
He had blonde hair or white hair in that movie. It was like, it was weird to see him like that. But
So that was another one where he played an imposing figure.
yeah.
And then the last thing I found out about Raymond Burr, he was ranked number 44 out of the 50 greatest TV stars of all time
Wow.
by TV Guide.
Yeah. People loved Perry Mason.
So
Yes.
some memorable actors, actresses in this movie. Now it's time for a rating, dear.
Oh, I'll give it about a 3. Well, it was black and white. It was not, you know, I could probably just watch Humphrey Bogart movies all the time, or westerns or something like that. But I mean, it was cute. It was humorous, and you know.
And I was giving it somewhere between a 2 and a 3.
Yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't didn't have us on the edge of our seats, but
No.
it was fun to watch. It was like I said, a little different. It's nice to see these actors that we grew up with.
Yeah, in different types of roles and
Yeah.
things. It was, yeah.
So that's it. That's Borderline from 1950.
Yeah.
Stay with us. I'm not sure what we see on next, but I'm sure we'll pick up another doozy.
And if you have any suggestions, please put them in the comments. And if you'd like and subscribe, we'd appreciate it. Thanks.